right now we primarily focus on the top tier 1 city in China, basically the top 4 cities in China, including Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Shanghai, and Beijing. Different cities right now have different regulation requirements and different policies. Therefore, the constraint is quite complex. But the overall thing is that the overall either any one of the 4 cities are moving forward with regulation. For example, in Shenzhen, we create a fully driverless zone, which means that our car in that zone, any streets, you can fully driverless without any safety driver, without any human being in the car by itself. We have been operating it since last year, over a year ago. Right now, we already expanded it to cover the whole district of 168 square kilometers, which is basically, you can imagine the size is actually bigger than the whole San Francisco. It's a fairly large area of the city. We can go fully driverless already.
Okay, bigger than an area bigger than San Francisco. Okay, so that gives me more of a sense how wide your coverage is. Your robotaxis, though, tell me, are they all EV?
They are partially EV. They are hybrid vehicles that you have the EV battery inside. They're PHEV, but they're not fully EV. But we're planning to roll out some fully EV vehicle in the future.
Professor X, how challenging, can you give us some colour on how challenging getting this driverless area was for you from a cost, safety and regulatory standpoint?
Yeah, cost-wise, we actually have it's not a big issue for us because we are the largest robotaxi and largest self-driving car company in China. We have the full stack technology in-house, including both software and hardware. A lot of hardware, including the compute system, the electronic architecture, are designed in-house and also made in-house. Therefore, the cost of the overall system is the lowest in the industry. In terms of regulation, is indeed quite complicated. Right now, in China, there's no country-wise law for self-driving car. There's also not even a state-wise law for self-driving car. So different local government, different city, or even different district in the city have different regulation requirements, different policy. Therefore, we have to spend a lot of time working with the local policymakers, working with local governments in order to figure out what is the requirement to pass the law. So in summary, is that basically there's no one cut all kinds of a way to make sure we meet all the requirements from different area of the country. But it's true that through a lot of that, usually they have a lot of exam, and if we pass the exam, we can get the permit to run the car on the streets.